Good afternoon all, and welcome to the Fisher property here at Green Park, and of course the Silverstream Charolais, and great to be catching up with Brent here today. And we're going to run through the inaugural Charolais yearling bull sale. It is coming up very soon, being posted on Bidar, and really good to see you, Brent. Thanks for having us, and perhaps you could just outline the thought process behind holding a yearling sale.
Well, I guess, Mick, it's been something that we've been building towards for quite some time. We've always sold bulls in the springtime, and we're just sort of seeing more and more of a demand sort of coming. Particularly, it's always been reasonably strong in the beef industry, but the dairy industry has probably been the catalyst for looking at putting a sale on.
When we talk about yearlings, Brent, not truly yearlings, one group in particular, are they? And these are the bulls that are behind us today. These are actually autumn borns.
Yeah. So we've been doing the autumn born thing for quite a few years now, and it's just gives us some bulls that have just got that bit more size to go out into the beef industry in the spring. So some of these bulls are particularly special, we think, and this year we had duty frees, which were the first of the bulls that we sold back in our spring sale, in our sale back in the winter, and one made 50,000, and what we're really excited about is the fact that the short gestation of duty free, we're sort of seeing them around about 10 days earlier, and I think for the way that the breed is getting accepted into the dairy sector, those sorts of traits are becoming more and more particularly sort of sought after. So
we spoke earlier around the table, Brent, and we spoke about short gestation and low birth, but it must come with some other facets. They mustn't lose their ability to grow and to perform.
The only way that we're going to see more and more growth, and I guess the growth that's happened from the Charolais into the likes of the dairy sector has come from the demand from the rearers and the finishers, and so we have to keep in mind that the animals have to kick on and perform, and we can't lose sight of those traits that have always made Charolais sought after: the high yield, the high growth, and the ability to, I guess, to colour mark and be identified.
For a dairy farmer to come down this line, they've got to be confident of ease of calving. It's as simple as that.
Oh, absolutely. You got to get a live calf on the ground. So obviously no one's ever been able to demonstrate high growth out of a dead one. So it's a matter of just striking that balance between getting a calf on the ground, but also getting a calf that people want to carry on.
Yeah, because we've seen in other breeds, and we won't mention it, but that push towards short gestation, low birth, and then we get an animal, as you say, that people really don't want to grow out. So
the dairy farmers have to find a way of having something that is marketable to the next person down the track. So we do need to have animals that have got that ability to kick on and do the job for the finisher.
So when we look at the line of bulls that you're going to offer this year in the inaugural sale, it's not just necessarily low birth weight or short gestation bulls either. There's bulls for everyone, I think was what Anna said earlier on. And you're particularly excited about Prada bulls coming through?
Yeah, Padra, Padra, we've just got the first two from Padra in the sale. They're just some of the yearlings. And I think he sort of epitomises everything we really want in the Charolais breed. He's proven to be particularly easy calving. His genetics have been sought after in other parts of the world. So he's got those sorts of attributes, the sort of the low birth weight, moderate birth weight with really, really good growth, and just particularly good carcass.
You touched earlier on duty free. There's some bulls coming through from duty free in this load.
Yep. So duty free, we've got 6 bulls up from duty free, and like I say, we're fairly excited just as to the impact that bull's going to have, I think, on the breed, and particularly is very suited to this, to the dairy market. That short gestation attribute that he's had, like I think we had 40 calves born this spring, average gestation of 279 days, which is probably on that would be 10 days earlier than the norm for a Charolais. Yep. So that's pretty special to be able to have that, but also to have the high performance that he's got.
Yeah, of course.
It's all very well to get them born, but like to actually have cattle that have got performance in them, and real performance that you can see. It's terrific, really.
And we looked earlier through a bull catalogue from a yearling sale over in Australia at Palgrove. Perhaps you could just touch on some of the results, especially around the Silverstream genetics that have been coming to the fore there.
Just amazing, I guess, and just shows, it reflects the strength of the Charolais in Australia, but also the beef market in general in Australia. Yeah, so Silverstream Oatley we sold at our sale here about 3 or 4 years ago. It was bought by Don Dittmer up at Taramanui, and a autumn-born yearling at the time, and the semen rights were sold to Palgrove in Australia, and the first sons of Oatley, I think he sold 11 sons that averaged just a tick under 42,000. The top price was 115,000, which was a new Australian record.
Indeed. So just to sum things up, when do we get underway with the Silverstream inaugural sale, yearling sale?
Well, it's going to be 7:30 p.m. On the 13th of October. So it's all online.
That's on Bidar?
All on Bidar.
Yep.
And we're going to put up videos and things like that, so people can get a good idea of the bulls that they're looking at. But at the same time, we certainly welcome anyone to come and have a look.
Yes, I was going to say the gate's always open, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If anyone wants to come in.
Absolutely. There's 11 autumn borns, and they're the 6 of them by duty free, 15 yearlings, and there's a couple by Padras.
Well, it's certainly a fine lineup of 18 months. Well, they're essentially 18 months, these fellows now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just short of 18 months, and you can just see the growth in them. Well, we saw them, 2 weeks ago, and they've moved a lot in 2 weeks. So,
the good thing about them is they're big enough to go anywhere in any country, and so they're more than suitable to go into the beef industry. That's for sure.
Yeah.